Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Salesforce Musketeer. My name is Nikhil. Today we are going to learn some basic concepts of LWC. I have split my videos into multiple parts. So in the first part of this video, you are going to see some basic concepts. So please watch this video till the end. So in this first part, I'll show you the basic of LWC such as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and then Apex calling, and then how we can use template if else, and then for each, then parent to child, and vice versa. EMP, API, and LMS I'll continue in the next part of the video. So let's go with the demo. So I've opened a Visual Studio Code where I've connected with my one of the orgs, which is Vice Koala. I've named it like that. So I will create LWC here, and for that I will do Control Command Shift P, and then I will go SFDX, create Lightning Web Component, and I'll give name like demo underscore March 23 LWC, and I'll click on yes. So if you see that one folder is created with test.js. So here we just write the jest file. Maybe I'll cover this in other part of the video, but this doesn't go with the deployment to the next environment. So, and it's not a mandate thing to do. It's just like a Apex test class we have. Similarly, we have if we want to test the JavaScript, then we can use some methods there for unit testing. So these are the basic three files which are created along with your LWC. The one is HTML. So here you can write some templates. Even you can write some HTML commands. If you have made any website in your past, you can use all those HTML tags which you might have used in your website, and LWC will support that. So in JavaScript, you write the JavaScript here, all the methods, and from where you can call Apex and do some client-side processing business logic which will be used in HTML. And this is a meta XML file where you define some tags. It could be the tags could be used for defining where this LWC will be used, or if you want to make our LWC dynamic configurable, if you want to use in flows, then we can use it over here and give them the property that where we intend to use it. So let's start with tags only. So first of all, I'll say that LWC tags meta XML. Let's go ahead with that, and it will show you what are the tags we have. So if you see here, we have, if you want to use in a community page, we can have to give this tag. If you want to use it any email, app page, flow screen, home page. So these are the tags which tells us where we want to use it. So let me just give the tag here that we want to use it in Lightning app page. And I'm also giving record page and tab, but I'm gonna in this demo I'll just show it in app page. So we need to make this is exposed true. Once we do it, the first thing we can do is deploy and check whether it gets deployed or not. So it gets deployed. Now the first thing I'm going to show for any beginner is, even if you write hi, welcome to LWC, it will show it on your LWC. So let me go and deploy this. But so now I will open my this org where I'm going to use that LWC. What I'll do here is, in the setup, I'll go to Lightning App Manager, App Builder. So once I'm here, I'm going to click on New, and I'll say App Page. So if you want to use in home page or record page, you choose that, and you must make sure that you have that tag in your LWC. I'll say demo March 23 LWC app. I choose 3 regions, and let me see if my is available. So yes, it is available here. I'm going to drag and drop If you see hi welcome to LWC is still here, so I'll activate it and click on save. It's very simple. Now once you have done this, now you can access it from here. I'll say demo March 23 LWC app. If you see what I wrote in the HTML part, is coming over here. But this is not how exactly a client would want to see. They want you to use some SLDS class. What I mean by SLDS class is Salesforce Lightning Design Center, which means that your LWC should match with the other pages. For example, the account pages, the look and feel should match. That's how we want our LWC also to look like. So in that case, we will use some tags which we already have. For example, we can use lightning card. So this is already made by Salesforce. So there are lightning buttons, lightning combo box, lightning data table. So we can use all of that, and in order to show in the Salesforce Salesforce design. So either you can use this lightning card, or if you want to use that card with HTML tags, you can also do it through Lightning Design System, where you can use these classes on style. For example, if you see the code here, I'll show you the code. So if you see code here, they have used some classes like this SLDS card. You can also use these classes to give look and feel of Salesforce. Now I will go there and paste this part which we copied, and I will remove this footer. The first thing, I'm going to show you some variable. For example, if I have a variable name, let's say my name, Nikhil, and if you want to show that variable in HTML, so I'll say like this: welcome new user with curly bracket username. And you have to show it's case sensitive, so it should match with this. Now I will click on deploy, and let's see, I'll do hard refresh here. So if you see, my name is coming right now. Now one more thing I would do here is, so you have learned how from variable we can show it on HTML just by this curly bracket, and this is reactive. So few months ago, or I used to write @track if you wanted to make it reactive, but now we don't need to do this, it's already reactive. Now I will add one button. On the click of that button, I want to change the value of this variable. So what I'll do here is, I'll go here. I don't want to remember or anything. I'll just go here, click here, and I copy it, paste it from here. So which button you want to use, I can choose this one. So I want it like this base, no, I want it like a brand. So I'll choose it like this here, copy, and I'll paste it here. So no need to remember all these things. You can copy paste it from there. And if you see here on click, so it means on this particular action I want handle click function to be called, but we have not created this function, remember that. So, and these things, variant, brand, I copied it, let it be like that. That will give the look and feel of that button the one we've selected. Only thing I need to do is handle click. So I'll go here and I'll just do handle click like this, and I'll write event, and I'll go here and I will choose username equals to now my last name, Madan. So now it's going to change, or I'll say Mr. Nikhil like this. But one thing to remember, we have to use this dot. This dot tells that I'm going to use variables of this class, like this dot, kind of a class object, and then we are using these variables. So I'm going to click on deploy, and now on the click of button, this should change. Let me go there. I'll come here now. What I'll do here is I will refresh this part, and we have a brand here, and click on this, and if you see the variable name gets changed. It's very easy. Now we will see some other concepts. We will see how we will call from Apex class methods in this, and then we will use some template if and template for each. So what I'll do is, first of all, I'll go here and create a class, Apex class. I'll say get account for demo class. So I got this get account for demo. Now I will say public, or I'll say aura enabled. I'll choose this. So one thing you need to make sure that this should be aura enabled if you want to use it in LWC. If you don't make it aura enabled, you won't be able to use it. Cacheable I'm using as true. I want to improve the performance here, and I'm not going to use try catch. I'll just say get account list. Okay, now here I'll show list of accounts, and here I'll just say return select ID name billing city from account, and I'll choose limit as 10. That's it. Very simple. I'll click on deploy. So it says this is okay, the spelling is wrong here. So now I see it got deployed. Now what I will do here is I will go here and use that import, because I want to use this. So import, let me copy it from another. I'll use import get account list from @Salesforce Apex, and the class name get account demo, and then the method name. The method name we have here is get account list. Very simple. So this name is not mandate that you need to match with this. You can give a different name also here, but I'm giving the same name, and let me see if it gets deployed or not. Salesforce Apex should have both class name and this. So one mistake I did is put a dot here. Let me see. Unable to find Apex class referred as Apex demo. Let me see here. Public static get account list, and what do we have here? Get account for demo. Sorry, I'm making a lot of mistakes here, so it should be good now. So it got deployed. Now we can use this very simple way. I'll teach you first, which is wire. So when you use wire like this, you'll just use wire and say I'll say like get account list and accounts. That's it. Like write wire here, and once you use wire, and then you have to put wire here. Now let me tell you what wire is. So basically we are wiring this JavaScript with the Apex, and we're just calling this method here, and once we get the values of this this method, in return we will save it in this accounts variable. And one thing, the moment you load the page, that wire method will be called. And now I'm going to this LWC, and I will use it here in the for loop. What I'll do here is I'll do LWC each. So remember, this the thing which I'm getting like this LWC each. I'm using some extensions. You can copy paste it from either the Salesforce developer guide, or you have to remember it. But I found the easy way, so I deployed some extensions made by some people, uh, like for example this one LWC. I use this one by Nishar Ahmed, and I sometimes use this LWC each. So once I write LWC each, it automatically gives me the code. I don't have to memorize it, and then that's how we got it. Now what will I do here is, in this for loop I'll put the account like this, and here you can give any variable name, let's say ACT, and here I'll say div, and key equals, you have to give key so that it knows which in the loop which one we are talking about. So we'll say ACT dot ID, and here I will use UL and list. I'll just copy it from here. I'll copy it like this, and I'll give this account item here variable. And I can also use true if condition here. So how will I use this? So I'll say LWC if true, like this I can use it, and I will say here like this, if true equals to account data, then just show this, otherwise don't show it, like this. So very simple. And now I will show here account name. Let me deploy this, and I will go to my this part, and I will click refresh. So the moment I load, it should come with the account names. So it must be a problem there. Let me check that problem. So let me see this problem here. It looks like okay, so I have to put data here. Once I put data, then it should be fixed. Remember, when we get this variable value from this, so it comes like this, account dot data and account dot error. So like this, accounts dot data and accounts dot error. So you need to make sure, if you want to loop through it, then you need to put accounts dot data here. So I can also say here, so if the template is false, or I'll say template true, like this. I'll say here accounts dot error, then show me accounts dot error here. Simple. So let me deploy this part, and I'll just go here and I'll refresh this. So if you see, we have started getting the account names. Very simple. Now so far we have learned three things. One is template if else and wiring, and we have also learned how to do for each loop. Now what if you want to send some variable in this one? You want to take some variable and send some variable to it. So for that I'll just use lightning input to take variable here. So I can copy paste it from Salesforce Development Center, or I can just write it over here like this. I'll say LWC input. So I got this LWC input. So this is the way I'm doing this is because of the extension. You might not be able to do this, so you need to copy paste it from Salesforce Design Center, or just remember this, or you can install the extension. So I will say here type equals to search, and I will just go handle input change. I will write this method here, handle input change, and I'll write event, and I'll go this. I'll say search key. I'll create a new variable here, and where I will store the value. And I will copy this, and I will do this dot this equals to event dot detail dot value, like this, so that whenever the something is typed here, it will be coming in this event detail dot value, and it will be stored in this search key. So I will go, and if you want to, I'll also show you how to debug this. So you can choose console.log to see that your values are coming fine or not. Search key plus you this dot search key. So this is how to troubleshoot and debug your things. You deploy, and I'll go here. Now let me refresh this. So if you see your input is coming here, I'll write test. So if you see, it is coming here because of the console log. And if you want to know how this comes, so your page looks like this. You click here, you click on inspect, and go to console, and you will see whatever you write here, like this, test. Now if I write the account name here, Burlington, let's say, so I want only Burlington to come here. How will I do that part? So in that part, what I'll do here is I will write another method here, get account list by name, and I write string search key, and this is the parameter I want, and I write string key equals to search key plus like this, and I'll copy it where name like key. I'll deploy this part. Now this is ready, so I'll copy this. Okay, so it says some error, so let me see what's the error is. Maybe this. So after this, I'll come here and I will write import another one. Basically I can copy paste this by name. I'll do this, and I'll copy and paste. Now let me do one thing. Let me comment out this part so that no accounts are displayed. Now I want to get it displayed by my method. I'll use another wire method to display it with the parameters. So for that one, I will do like this. Wire with parent. So this is also coming because of the extension. So it is coming like this. So if you see here, we have to give a apex name here. So apex name should match with this account like this. And what is the param name? So param name, I will say search key should match with your variable here, search key, and then after that this param name will come, should be like this with the dollar sign. You have to remember it should be dollar sign, and you want to write search key. This variable is actually this variable which we want it to be displayed like this. If we keep typing it like A, B, C, it will keep calling this method on each of the letter typed. You can also debounce this method. When you say debounce, you can Google it. It's on the Salesforce website also. Debounce means if you want to put a delay, you don't want immediately apex to be called, then you do some set timeout, and you can put a delay of 3 seconds or something, and then you can call this method after some delay. So I will write here I can write any function name. So it's like account calling function. This is a function name. Remember, this is here we had the variable which the data was storing, but here is the function name, and this will have error and data. So if it is data, we will go here and we can have a console just like a debug, or we can write uh, this dot accounts equals to data. Simple. Now we need to create a variable here, accounts, so that it puts the data in this accounts. And now we will go here, and instead of dot data, now we will just do accounts, because we are putting a data here. So okay, so for this one we can show like account error like this. So I'll go here, I'll write account error if we want account error. Generally we don't do this, but if you want it, we can do it. And I'll copy it and I'll paste it here. Okay, now I'll deploy it. So let's see if it works. Oh, I forgot to write this dot. When you don't write this dot, then it creates a local variable which has a life in this curly brackets only. Now I will go here and do shift R. Now if I write Burlington, let's see if it's working. So if you see, if this part is working, this part is not. Let me see what mistake we have done. So did this get deployed? So let me see, search keyword. Refresh. See, now if you see, whatever we are typing, it's coming according to that. Now if you write Dixon, so Dixon is coming. Now if you write United, all the United accounts are coming. So that's how we do it. So we have seen wire with parameter. Now what if you want to call this method not on the load of the page, but you want to call this method on the click of a button? Then we use imperative methods. So how do we create imperative methods? Let's see. So first of all, I'll comment out this part. Now I want on the click of our button, which is, we have two buttons here. One is this one and another one is this. I'll write on click. I'll say display, sorry, not in double quotes, right, display accounts. I go here like this, display accounts, event, and now here I will call that imperative method. So for imperative method, how will we do it? We will call it like this. I'm just copying pasting it, get account by name. So this is nothing but it should be the method name here. So if you have to call this method inside some other method, okay, you cannot call it directly outside like here. So here I will use search key, the same thing which we have done here. We're calling the same method, get account list by name, and here we are providing a variable like this. Here we were providing variable with $, but here we have to do it like this. And then we will get accounts data. We will have a dot then and dot catch. Dot then we will show result it like this in accounts data. Do we have accounts data here? No. So let's do this dot accounts. Okay, now result will store in here. Now if you want to if I want to show the second basically customer, I'll do this in the other part. Let me just do it till here. Now let me display this, and we have accounts here, and that it will come from here now. Now let me see. So if I now click on button, if you see now the wire method is we have commented out, so it's not coming on the load of the page. Now I'll click on new. It should come. There must be an error. Let me see. One more time. See what could be the error here. Let me cut this and put it in here outside the if condition. Let me see now. Refresh. Let me see what's the issue. So I think I found the issue. What I did here is I just used search key with the K was in caps, so I just matched it with this small letters, and similarly I did here because the variable was like this search key, and that's what we were putting on the change handle input change, and then that's what I got it here, this dot search key. And if I do what I did here, I changed the label to display accounts, and we have on click display account, so this method will be called display account. On this method we have imperative calling. This is called imperative calling. Let me write it down here, imperative calling of method on the click. So this will not be called when the page is loaded, it will be called when the button is clicked. So let me go here and show you a demo. So if I refresh this page, if you see the accounts have stopped coming because we have not using wire method. Now we are using imperative. So on the call of this, so we got like this. So on the call of this, now we can also do like if you want, if you see here I'm writing Burlington, but it's not refreshing because in wire method it happens automatically, but in imperative it doesn't happen automatically. So what we can do simply here is I can use this dot display account on the click on this handle input change. I'll write this dot display account, I'll write null, and this I'll call this. Let's see if that works or not. So on the right, so now what will happen is anything we type, this method will be called. So let me refresh. Now display account, now I will write Burlington. So see, now we are calling this from imperative method, so that's the difference. Now we will see parent to child and child to parent relationship. So what will happen is, let's consider I'm going to make another LWC which will be a child component of this parent component. So let me do Control Shift P, create LWC, demo March 23 underscore LWC underscore child. I'm writing C in caps intentionally, so I'll click here. So I will go and in HTML I'll put another lightning card. Let's say I write here this lightning card. Move this button. So I'm writing lightning card in the child component, and I'm saying child body. I will deploy this. So remember, this will come from the child body. And now I will go to parent, and in parent I want to call this lightning. So what I will do here is I will just write C hyphen demo March 23 LWC. Now instead of underscore I'll use hyphen child like this. Let me see if it comes or not. So it failed. Let me see why. Okay, so this should be like this. Matching the tag. So basically, when you write something in capital, for example this in big letter, then you have to replace this with hyphen. So I have replaced this with hyphen c, and then underscore is already there, so I put it underscore, but make sure that you use hyphen and then small letter. Now after doing this, I'll go and refresh the page, and if you see here, then another lightning card is coming with the child body here. So that's how you will use child template in the parent template. I will go back here. Now what if I now we will see we have a relationship where this is a parent template and this is a child template. Now we want to pass some variable from parent to child. So how will we do this? Uh, let's say in child we want to say parent variable. Let's say parent variable here. Now parent variable, what I'll do here is I'll write parent var equals to in child, like this. Now this will display in child. Let me show it. We go here and refresh this. Go. Let's wait. So we got parent variable and it's coming as blank. It should not be blank actually. It should be like this. Okay, so the spelling mistake is here, so I'll go back like this. I'll divide and go back here and I'll refresh. So after refresh, I see that in child is coming here. Now if I want to call this variable and put this value from parent, what I'll simply do here is I'll write @API here. So it means I have to make it public so that outside this LWC some variable can be used, and I have to put this API over here also. Now this will be available from parent. So now parent, I'll go here and write here like this. Parent well, I can write from parent like this. I'll deploy it. So basically we are passing a value. You can pass any value. You can also pass the account name here. Let's say for example, if I want to give account first name, right? Let's say second account name. Let's say it's blank right now, but I want to pass this second account name like this. I want to pass this. Then what I'll do here is I'll go this dot second account name, and here equals to I'll run this dot accounts one dot name like this. Remember, you have to make sure that you put n in big letter, otherwise it may give you error or it might not show anything. Now once I have this second dot account name here, then I'll go to a child, now I'll go to HTML and put a variable here like this, and then this should be coming here, and this value should change to value coming from parent. Let's see. Okay, so parent variable from parent, let's see. So let's see what we have done here. So we have second account name, which a variable which is you're populating on the click of a button, that the second name will become this, otherwise it will be blank. And then on the child we have a this parent val, so this will be putting over here, but this will be overridden, this value will be overridden from the value coming from the parent. So let me see, go and refresh this. So it will be blank here. Now if I click on display account, if you see edge communication is coming, and it is coming because I, in the display account, on the click of a button, this method is called, and I put this variable second account name, and in HTML I pass this to this variable, and in this method I'm using this parent with the API. If I remove this API, will not be able to do it, and then I'm showing it over here. So this value is getting overridden actually. Now let's make another method, change parent val. Okay, this is a function we are making, and I say that I want to change parent variable value. This is a method, and here I want new val, new variable, and this I say that this dot parent val will be new val variable. Okay, let's say like that. Now what I want this method to be called from a parent template. So whatever value we pass it from new variable, that should be overridden. So we want this method to be called. For that I need to, first thing I need to do over here is I need to make this @API. Otherwise I won't be able to do it. Now another thing I need to do here is I'll copy this and come over here in the HTML, and let's say handle click. On this handle click button I want to call this method this, so I'll write this dot template dot query selector this. So here what query selector we want to give the child template name. So I'll give a child template name like this. I'll go to HTML, copy this name and put it here, simple like this. And now I will do dot that variable, that method name. Go here, dot. Now I want to pass the variable in it. So how will I pass it? Let's say test p. Now let me deploy this. So this will become, that variable will become test p, because on this I've written that this is our new variable. So this new variable will become here the parent variable. Now let's see, if I refresh this, it will be blank. I clear display account, edge communication. Now this should be overridden with test p. Let's see if it's not coming. Let me see what's the issue. I think I just didn't deploy it, so I'm just going to save and deploy this. And now I will go here and I'll do refresh again. I'll click display account, so second one is coming. This should be replaced by test p. So it means on the click of this button, that child method is called, and we are able to change this variable here. So what we have learned, how to pass value from parent to child directly through a variable, or we can call a method like this. So there are two ways. Now we want to do a vice versa, where we want to call pass a variable from child to parent. So in this one, what we will do here is I'll write a button here. So let me copy paste here like this, and on click handle button click I will write a method. Let's see. So for that you will write custom event. Okay, so this dot com import. Okay, I have to write that, so no problem. I'll write it. Um, so the way you write here is cust event pass. So this could be any name. You can give any name here. Equals to. You write here new custom event like this, and then parent pass here. I write whatever values you want to pass. Let's say we want to pass um, child value. Once you have this, then that's it. Now you need to do is this dot dispatch event. So I write for that I write this custom event pass. You can give any name here, and then that's it. The child val is let child val equals to from child. That's it. Now going here, and this will be passed to a parent. This will be dispatched on a click of a button, but we need to handle it. So how will we handle it? So we will go here and we will write, remember, on keyword, and this equals to, we will write here handle parent. Okay, so copy this and deploy here to this event, and here we will say let's put a variable here, parent variable equals to, let's say this dot parent var equals to event dot date. That's it. Now we want to display this, so let's say parent value from child is like this, display. So it's time to test. Now let's test this. So parent value from child is blank, and there must be a button here on the child. I'm not able to see it. Let me go. Maybe we did not deploy the child HTML lightning button. We will say label pass value to parent. Deploy this. Looks good to me. Let's see. So let me see why that button is not coming. I think it was a cache issue, so I just refreshed it, and now I'm going to. So if you see, so this is being displayed, this is displayed on the parent, and this value is coming from the child. So on the click of this button, what happens? Let's see. When this button is on the child, let's see over here. So on the child we have this button here. I can copy this and paste it inside the lightning card also. And deploy. So this button is called, and it's calling handle button click, which is this, and we are passing a variable from a child to a parent by this dot custom event, and this is the name we have given. You can put any name here, and you can put any name here. So this is what we are dispatching, and this will get the values in detail section. So once this is passed, we'll go to HTML here, and we'll write on parent pass handle parent, and then you can write any business logic in this handle parent. What we have done is given the value to this variable. So that's how we did this, like this. So thank you for watching my video. For next part of video, I'll bring some new concepts of LWC, for example lightning message service. So please watch my another part of the video too.